fun.
Thank dog, it's Friday.
Happy TDIF, everybody. So, in case you are new around here, I'm Hillary, and I'm here with Patty and Ginger. And
She's
we're
super excited about today's craft. Let me tell you.
If you can't tell, I'm in the kitchen. So that happens to be some of our pups' favorite Friday crafts or treats. So if you don't know who we are, we're the co-founders of Hound Hugger DIY, and we like to get together every Friday and just do something fun in honor of our love of pups. So that could be crafts. Today it happens to be a dog treat recipe, but all kinds of fun stuff. So please, if you like this kind of content, check out all the past projects that we have, and like, share, subscribe. Those things help us out a ton.
It means a lot.
Yes. And so today it's a super simple recipe. 3 ingredients by, well, 4-ish ingredients. So we're making some apple chicken gelatin gummy treats. And so the fun thing about these ones really to me is the texture, because you get to use really fun silicone molds, like because it's gelatin, it'll actually like hold the shape of whatever you're doing. So that's really fun.
And it's jiggly and wiggly, and like it's a different texture than normal like baked or no bake treats, right? Frozen treats. So this one's a really fun one.
Yeah, it's super fun. It also, so this is kind of fall flavored or fall themed inspired, the flavors of it, but it would work great. Like if you have little skeleton molds and things like that, you could do it for Halloween too. So dual purpose here, they'll work for either. So what you're going to need is a 1/4 pound of ground chicken. So I just took a pound of chicken and cut it into 4 chunks. And then cover that chicken with water and boil it for 15 minutes. So you're gonna, I've done that. We did this ahead of time, but I'm gonna just pull out the meat here and put it into a blender cup.
So I've got my ground chicken right there. And it's good if you can break up some of the pieces, or, you know, if there's some larger chunks, it's good to have it a little broken up.
And then, so here we have our meat, and we're going to be pureeing it or blending it together. But the next thing that you're going to need is, don't dump out that broth. We're going to reserve 1/3 of a cup of the broth. So I'm just going to spoon this in here. And this really makes it like, you're not wasting any of that chicken flavor that your dogs are going to love.
Right. It's got homemade chicken broth, right?
Exactly.
This is great.
So you can set that aside. And then for the flavors. So obviously we're making apple chicken. So we have some applesauce here. And the thing to remember about the applesauce that you're going to use, I have no sugar added, but if you happen to have sweetened applesauce, make sure that it doesn't have artificial sweeteners, xylitol in particular, because it's toxic for dogs. So you're going to need a 1/4 of a cup of the applesauce. And then we're just going to add this right in to our chicken.
I have my little sous chef over here. She's making sure I do all of this correctly, that I don't miss any good steps.
If you happen to drop anything, I'll be right here.
Exactly. Can I lick the bowl?
And then the next one is just 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. And this is what really gives it that kind of fall feel to it. And then, let me see if I can find my blade here. So I just have this in a little individual cup blender. You could use a food processor. You're really just kind of trying to break it all up and combine it. You don't need it to be completely liquefied, but pretty small pieces, just so that it'll kind of incorporate. We're going to put it into those molds afterwards. So you don't want huge chunks, but you also don't want it super duper crumbly either. So you're kind of looking for right in the middle. So apologize for the noise for the next couple seconds.
Oh, I smell the cinnamon.
There I have my little mixture.
Yep.
And then the next part is super easy. We're going to take our 1/3 cup of chicken broth that we had. You don't want this piping hot. So you don't want it boiling, but you want it warm so that it can melt the gelatin. But if it's too hot, sometimes it breaks down the gelatin too fast. It'll break those crystals, and then it won't set as well. So 1/3 cup, and then 1 packet of your gelatin. Just non-flavored gelatin is what you're looking for here. And then you can whisk or stir until it's dissolved. And you really do want to make sure that it actually gets dissolved, and like any of the little crystals that get stuck on the edge of the bowl, you get those incorporated before you add the rest of the ingredients. So take your time here if you need to, and just get it stirred in. And then, pretty simple. All we're going to do is add our meat mixture and pop it right into here and stir to combine. So I'd be curious to hear if you guys have a favorite, like we happen to have a Thanksgiving treat recipe that we do every year. That's kind of a tradition, but we also have a lot of really fun Halloween recipes. So I'd be curious if you guys make treats for your pups for Halloween. And if so, what are some of your favorite recipes? We would love to find out. It's just so fun to get to cook for your pups.
It is. It really is.
So then I'm just gonna.
That's kind of what it looks like. It's still crumbly, but it's wet. You know, it's nice. It's kind of a nice medium mixture.
Yeah. And you can really smell that cinnamon. Like that's what gives it that flavor.
Yeah.
So there you can see that
I
one.
scared Ginger with my little blender, so I'm trying to entice her back. Licking a bowl here. Yeah.
So then once you get that combined, have it all in here, then you're going to grab your silicone molds. I recommend a little tip. If you put it on like a half sheet pan or something like that, it makes it easier to move them in and out of the refrigerator. So
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Just a little tip there.
I'm living on the edge.
Yep.
These aren't too bad. It's not like they're a liquefied treat, you know.
Yep.
So.
And then you're just going to spoon it in to your molds.
Yeah. And do your best to get it into all the nooks and crannies. Just so it'll form that shape nicely.
Yep. And you can kind of shake them. Sometimes that'll help you kind of get to all the little pieces and parts too.
Oh, that's
and kind of even out. So
yeah.
You can sort of shake them down. And then you can clean around the edges. If you happen to spill around the edges and stuff like that, you can clean around before they set. which will help when you actually go to take them out. Because if you have some of the like spills and things like that, it'll kind of pull in funny directions and things like that. So just take a little damp paper towel and clean up if you need to. And these make quite a few treats. Like, it obviously depends on the size of the molds that you're using.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have any silicone molds, in the description here, we have some links for some that are on Amazon that are really fun. There's some Christmas ones. There's kind of a bundle. There's the paw print and bone ones that we're using. So we have a selection of some different silicone molds that are really fun.
Yeah, I didn't really start using silicone molds until we started making dog treats. Like, they're really fun. I really like working with them.
I finally broke down and got a muffin tin that's a silicone mold muffin tin.
Oh, wow.
Awesome, because it just comes out so clean. And
oh, I didn't even, yeah, that would be great.
I was going to get the little muffin cup holders that are silicone.
Uh-huh.
And then I saw at the same place that I was picking them up, well, they just have a whole muffin tin that's just silicone. I was like, well,
wow.
this skips a step.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't have to deal with the individual cups.
Exactly.
That's so nice. That's so nice.
So yeah, you just continue filling up your molds there. And then once you have
how long do they go in the fridge, right?
Yep. Once you have them all filled, you'll refrigerate for 2 hours. They should set by then, but if you're using bigger molds or things like that, just refrigerate until they're fully set. For mine, 2 hours and they were good to go. Yeah. But if you wanted to leave them overnight, if you were using really big molds or something like that, that's fine too.
Yeah.
So yeah, you pop them in the refrigerator and then good to go.
They look a little messy, but they turn out beautiful.
Yep.
And your pups don't care.
Once they're all done, you have these little jiggly Jello.
They're so
treats.
cute.
They're
I've got mine are all sliding all over the place, but I've got some that are little heart shapes too that are really cute. They're little cute ones. So
and they turn out all shiny and pretty. Like, it's just so fun.
Here, Ginger. You want to give it a try? Let everybody know if you like them or not. Now, if she really likes, she's so shy. Sorry, everybody. If she really likes it, she'll run off and there you go. Yeah, they're good. But yeah, they're all jiggly. They break apart easily, which is fun because you can use them for training treats too as well. Yeah, she loves it.
So my pups went crazy for them. They will last. You need to refrigerate these. So like, yeah, they stay in the refrigerator and probably like 3-4 days. Yeah. Is what you're looking at in an airtight container. If you leave them kind of out in the open or on a plate or something like that, they will kind of dry out and stuff. So put them in an airtight container, pop them in the fridge, and they'll last for a while. And if you can keep them around, I know. Obviously your pups are going to go nuts for them. Yeah. And it just makes you feel good because you're giving your dog something healthy. So gelatin is really good for their skin, their hair, their coats, their nails, it's, so obviously all these other ingredients are wholesome as well, applesauce and chicken. And it's just nice to know that you can give your pups not only something tasty, but something that's also good for them. So I just love that. And these are just, how easy, like pretty much 3 ingredients and some water that turns into broth and you're good to go. And they absolutely love them. And it's just so much fun making. I love being in the kitchen with my pups and knowing that I get to have something for them, I'm making something special for them. That's just a fun bonding time together as well. We have a Snuffle Toy Club that is open right now, which is another great way to bond with your pups. You can get a new
snuffle toy designed craft kit every month sent to your door, or we have a digital download version. The doors are open right now until, is it Sunday? So just
Sunday, I
until the
think. Yep,
15th.
the 15th.
So we would love for you to be a part of it. We've had so many people sign up, and we only have a limited spot. We are making all of these craft kits by hand. They're packaged with love, and we would love to put one together and send it your way. So if you go to snuffletoyclub.com, or if you know of any pet parents and crafters that would love to make some dog toys, even if you don't have a dog at home, we have a number of our craft club members that actually make these snuffle toys for shelter pups, which is another really great way to do something creative and crafty, and then obviously have it be very rewarding outcome in the end as well. So we'd love for you to be a part of that as well.
Yeah. Check out the links in the description, and also let us know in the comments your favorite treats for the fall or for Halloween. I'm always on the hunt for some more fun ideas. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, all of those things. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Happy weekend.